What's up, y'all? It's Amir. I'm back with another video today. And in today's vid, I'm going to be opening up and jumping into the debate that people have been having on the internet for a couple months now, when they're talking about the 2015-2016 Chino Hills versus the 2019-2020 Montverde. Now, Montverde, or Montverde, whatever you want to say, has some dogs. But I want to start with Chino Hills. Chino Hills is one of the most legendary high school teams of all time. That's when we got the introduction to the Ball brothers. They're from Cali. They played in Cali. They were the state champs. Every game, it seemed like of that year, it was recorded by somebody. They ended the season off 35-0. They won their state championship. They didn't go to Geico today, but they ended up playing very well with one another with that 5-out offense, that fast break offense that they score, or the other team score. You throw the ball all the way down to the other person. They played well. And they were amazing. Like, they were actually amazing. It was fun to watch. But when it comes to them playing up against a team like Montverde, it's a whole different ballgame. Now, you got to think, Chino Hills, they had maybe 6-man lineup or 6-man rotation. They had Lonzo, who was 6'6", who was tall. They had LaMelo, who was 5'10" at the time. They had LiAngelo, who was 6'5", who was tall. They had Eli Scott, who was 6'4", and that was their forward. He wasn't that tall for a forward. And they had Onyeka Okongwu, who was 6'9". He was tall. And then off the bench, sometimes they were playing Andre Ball, who was 6'7" at that time. I don't know if he was actually 6'7". Like, I feel like this Max Purse is actually not telling the truth right now, but let's go with he was 6'7". That was incredible for them. That's good. That was a good starting lineup for a regular team. These are guys who were playing at their regular state schools. It's a totally different ball game when you come to those prep schools and you want to talk about guys that actually came to school here to play basketball. Now, they played well together. They played within each other's means. They all knew what each other liked. They had been playing since they were little, or they were growing up playing together. They all played on the basketball team for a very long time, so they did have that chemistry. But when it comes to just straight up hoops and hoop knowledge, you got to look at it in a different way. Now, Montverde starting lineup was this: a 6'7" Cade Cunningham. That is your point guard. 6'7" Cade Cunningham, right? Think about that. Your point guard is taller than everybody on your starting lineup except for your center. I don't remember who they started that year at the 2, but I want to say they started Moses Moody, who was 6'5". Then, or they might have even started Langston Love. Not Langston Love. They might have started what's that kid's name, bro? Caleb Houston, who was 6'8". Then you got Scotty Barnes. Then you got Deron Sharp and Caleb Houston. Then off the bench, you got Zab Jackson. You got Derek Whitehead. You got Ryan Nembhard. You got Langston Love. You got a bunch of guys off that bench. Like, that bench is crazy. Look at the guys that made it to the league. Cade Cunningham's in the league now, starting point guard. Moses Moody's in the league, playing for the Warriors. Scotty Barnes in the league is an all-star. Deron Sharp made it to the league. He made it to the Nets. Derek Whitehead made it to the league. He got drafted by the Nets. Ryan Nembhard, he is a well-renowned college player. Langston Love's playing in college. You still got Caleb Houston playing in college, turning up over there at Michigan. You guys have Jackson, who's still playing in college. All of these guys are super duper good at their field, super good at what they did outside of just playing on that team, just individually. The guys in the NBA from that Chino Hills team, Lonzo Ball and LaMelo and Onyeka Okongwu. Now that's good, especially for them to just be a normal state school. But you got to think of matchups. Who is LaMelo going out there to guard? LaMelo is not guarding nobody on that team at that age. And you might even say that he don't got to, but he do got to. They're going to put him in pick and roll play. They're going to put him in a form of where he's going to have to play defense somehow. And there's nobody on that team who's nearly his height except for Ryan Nembhard, who probably wouldn't even have touched the court that game. Or probably wouldn't have touched the court until they were already up to 40. LaMelo's not going to be able to guard that. D'Angelo, he wasn't the best defender at that time. And he's really just not that good of a defender, but D'Angelo's not guarding out there. Eli, he was a hustle player. He was one of those guys. But Eli 6'4", it's only so much you can do at 6'4". I know you feel like you're a hustle player and whatnot, but you got guys that you battling at 6'8", 6'8", 6'10", 6'7", 6'9", 6'10". You got guys who really rebound the ball out there. You rebound, but you 5-6 inches shorter than these guys. It's not too much that you can do. Yes, y'all play that fast offense. Yes, y'all throw the ball up and down the court as fast as possible, but they're going to be looking for that. Remember, these guys came to Montverde to do what? Play basketball. Y'all just went to school together. Y'all might have crafted the team up to be a contender or a state contender, but y'all weren't made, or y'all weren't put here just so that you can play basketball. Like, y'all just went to school together. Mind you, Chino Hills was blowing teams out. Like, it was pretty easy to see. But it was a good game when they played up against Montverde. They only won by 1 point up against that Montverde team with junior, or it might have been even a sophomore, RJ Barrett. It might have been, it was a sophomore RJ Barrett at the time. They beat them by 1 point. 1 point. It's nothing that they could do with this Montverde team. Lonzo is the best player on the court in high school to me. Cade is a close second. Like, Cade is a really close second. Scotty Barnes is close up there. Scotty Barnes. Everybody else on that roster for Chino Hills is worse than every player on Montverde. Their second best player, you can go D'Angelo. He led the team in scoring. He's not better than Scotty Barnes. It's not close. LaMelo, he's not better than Moses Moody at that point in high school. When LaMelo was a freshman, and he shouldn't be. You got guys that's older than you, taller than you, more physical than you. He shouldn't be. That 5-and-out offense where you're running the ball up and down the court super fast can work, but only to an extent. You're playing with guys who are NBA level height. They're already at that point. They have NBA level size. They working out super duper hard in the gym. They already lifted. All of these guys look huge, especially for 17, 18-year-olds. It's really nothing that you can do at that point. And when they come back down, Lonzo can guard anybody on this team probably, but after that, it's not too much that you can do. Now, I will say Onyeka Okongwu, he definitely had a shot to block a lot of shots, or he has a shot to block a lot of different shots that's coming up from Montverde, but it's going to be too much. It's just too much height. It's too much athleticism. It's just too much all around for them to be worried about, especially when you got guys out there who couldn't guard at the time. LaMelo wasn't going out there guarding nobody. D'Angelo wasn't really guarding nobody. They were both leaking out and looking for a miss. This Montverde team was literally averaging in a national schedule 25 points or more. You're beating every team by 25 points or more at one of the most prestigious events for high school basketball in the world. City of Palms, These are their 4 games that they won. 110 to 57, 95 to 55, 69 to 62. That was a pretty close one. And then 73 to 59. You're killing everybody. In a Hoop Hall Classic up against Oak Hill Academy, you win 80 to 50. Brewster Academy, 91-58. Prolific Prep, 76-71. DME, 76-31. You're killing everybody. You're absolutely destroying everybody. And it's a shame that they weren't able to go on and play for the Geico Championship, because I definitely think they would have won that. They were just too good already. But I'm interested to see what you guys think. I don't see that game being close at all. It's no way for me to see Chino Hills having a shot up against this team. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I appreciate y'all for watching this video. That's from my eyes to yours. I'll see y'all tomorrow.